Hey YouTube, it's Marvin here. In this video, I'll be installing the Mangoal dash cam into my Ford F-150 truck. As usual, we're gonna start with the unboxing to see what comes in the box, and then we'll go through the full install. So let's jump right in. Alright, so here's what comes in the box. First up, we've got the app installation guide, a couple zip ties, and a full color user manual. Also come with a plastic pry tool, 2 Allen keys, and a generous 128GB micro SD card, which is awesome since most dashcam only include 32GB or maybe 64GB if you're lucky. Next is the mounting bracket for the front camera, including the 2 different length mounting bolts and the plug and play harness cable. This handles your VCC and ACC, also the ground connection for both cameras. So no tapping to the fuse box to activate that parking monitoring mode. The supplied harness will take care of all that. Then we get the rear camera, which comes with a super long cable, plenty of length for truck like the F-150. And finally, the front camera itself. It also comes with an optional GPS connector, the power cable that plugs into the harness, and the rear camera connector. On the side of the front camera, you've got the SD card slot, and at the bottom you'll see the camera and the power buttons, also the microphone holes and the LED power indicator. Alright, so let's head to the truck and get this thing installed. So before we start the installation, we have to make sure that everything works fine. So what I did, I already installed the Skycam app on my cell phone. You can find all the information here. And the next thing I'm going to do is to unplug the harness wire from auto dimming mirror and then connect the camera and then add it to the Skycam app. And once we confirm that everything works fine, then we can proceed like removing what we need to remove and then permanently attach the mount here and then run the wire to the back. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and unplug the harness from auto dimming mirror. You just have to press the locking tab at the bottom of the connector. It's right there. So the thing that I love with this Mangoal OEM-Style Dash Cam is like very simple installation with this harness. Just unplug this harness from the auto dimming mirror, plug it here, and then plug the other end to your camera, and that's it. The only thing that it will take a little bit time is to run the cable for the rear camera, and that's it. So again, this harness wire will take care of everything. Instead me running the hard wire to the fuse box and tap the ACC and the VCC and look for the ground, this is just like the simplicity, plug and play. Right, so let's plug the auto dimming mirror cable to the harness. Just like that. As long as you hear the click, it means that it's properly secure. And the other end of the harness is going to be plugged into your auto dimming mirror. You hear the click as well. So again, using this harness that the Mangoal supplied, we are getting the ACC and the VCC and the ground from the supply of the auto dimming mirror. So before plugging in the camera into the harness, make sure to install the 128GB micro SD card that comes with the camera. And another thing I like is like this is exactly the same connector. The cable is just like the extension. So when you're just testing it, you can directly plug it into the camera without using the very long cable. And if you want to install this rear camera facing the interior of the car instead of like facing outside at the back, you can do that without using the long cable, again because you can just plug this in directly to the camera with a short cable. So I think this is a very good option. So let's plug it in, and it's gonna go just one way. As you guys can see, there is a guide right there. Alright, so what we're gonna do now is we're going to plug in this connector here to the harness. There you go, that's locked in. So now I'm going to press the start button to turn the accessory on, and we should get LED indicator here. I'm not sure what color. Let me hold it like this so that you guys can see. Alright, so we get the red and then turns to blue.
And you guys can hear that it says, the camera says start recording, so it's automatically recording. Also, we got a power on our rear camera. So now that we confirmed that we're getting power, so let's connect the camera to Skycam app. And before I forget, let me remove the protective film so that we can see the picture once we connected it to the app. Also on the rear camera. Oops. All right.
We'll start by opening the Skycam app and tapping add camera. Since the camera is already installed, we'll tap next, then connect to the camera Wi-Fi network, which is the E970 SPF. Now we're going to enter the default password 123456778. And now we are connected. I'll choose connect only this time for testing purposes. After everything is done, I will try later to connect it to my Android head unit. And with that, the camera is successfully connected to the app. So let's go ahead and finalize the installation.
Okay, so now that we confirmed that everything works fine, so let's install it permanently using the bracket that comes with it. So the mounting bracket does not have a adhesive tape on the top. Instead, it has like a kind of like a felt paper to, you know, like avoid scratching or making noise, you know, like when touching the windshield. So we have to remove the OEM screw or bolt, whatever you call it. The OEM screw is very short, so that's the reason why Mangoal supplied like 2 different length of screws. We also have washer. So I'm going to try to use the short one. I think the long one that's too long. This is for different model of the F-150 with the washer. And then let's try here. So I think that should be good. Actually, the washer doesn't really help, so I'm just gonna remove the washer. Because of the size of the hole, you guys can see that the washer is a lot bigger. So without the washer, the head of the bolt is gonna sit properly. Alright, let's try again. Okay, that is good. Don't tighten it too much. Just a hand tight. That should be good. So the reason why Mangoal supplied 2 Allen keys, because actually they are not the same. I thought they are the same. This long one is smaller. This is the one that you have to use to remove the OEM screw or bolt, and then for the bolt that Mangoal supplied, you have to use this one here. So now that the bracket is installed, so let's go ahead and install the camera. So you guys can see there's 4 holes right there that we have to align in this tab right here. This is not like a slide, you just have to push it in and then it will lock by itself. This should be easy. There you go. That's it. So this is for the rear camera, and this is for the GPS, and this is for the main camera. So let's plug it back again. Just like that. And then just like that. All right, so let's try to turn it on again. Let's just turn it off, and then let's do the wire management by removing this panel here and then hide all the wires. Okay, so using the pry tool that Mangoal supplied, we can now try to pry this panel on the top. It should be quite easy. If I start on the other side, there you go. Actually, you don't really need this. That is just so easy.
Here to show you how I managed to fit all the wires, I tacked the large connector into the headliner in this area and use the OEM wire hooks to secure the remaining cables, as you can see right there. And just follow this exact routing for the main wire, the big one, and you should be able to install the panel back without any issues.
Right, so that's how it looks like now. This is the connector, the cable for the rear camera. And look at how neat is that. Ignore the other cable on the other side. That's for my old dash cam. And here how it looks like on the driver's side. You can see the wires right there. Let me align the rear view mirror. Now you can't see anything. Everything is hidden. Let me show you from the front. Right, so instead of running the wire to the back, I'm not gonna do that because I'm going to use the camera as interior camera in my truck. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mount it here. So you just have to pay attention with the orientation. You can see the arrow there, it means it's up. So it's a good idea to connect it to the app and then see the picture first when installing it so that you have the right orientation. Right now I'm going to install it the arrow down, but I already checked it on the app that it's correct orientation when mounting it at the front. Otherwise, if you're going to mount it to the rear, you have to mount it like that, and then you have to turn the camera on the other side. It turns like 360, so that's no problem. This is the advantage that you can plug in the camera directly to the connector to the main camera without using the a long cable. So you have like a versatility to mount it to the front or to the back, depends on what you want. So myself, I'm going to install it here so that I can monitor the inside of my truck in case, you know, someone break in, if I park it somewhere, or, you know, during at night. Even installing it here, I can still see the car behind me while driving through the rear window. So that's like kind of a dual purpose. So I'm just gonna hide this connector inside. Oops, just like that. This one came off. And the rear camera already have a 3M pre-installed, but Mangoal also give you extra just in case, so that's nice as well, right? So I'm gonna remove the protective film and I'm just going to align it just like that. I'm just gonna press it firmly so that the adhesive tape will stick properly on the windshield. Right, that's good. And let's tuck this inside the headliner. You can always use the pry tool that comes with it. I think that should be good. Make sure not to push the wire too much so that it won't interfere the airbag if you have one here on the headliner. Right, so I guess that's complete the installation. So let's go ahead and drive around and show you the quality of the picture front and back. And the good thing with this Wi-Fi dash cam is you can actually connect it to any Android unit. So I'm going to install the Skycam app on my 12.1 Android unit. And the thing that I like with the Skycam app is you don't have to register with your email address and password. You can just install it and then you can use it right away. You just have to agree and then the camera. It's kind of like a universal app for any Wi-Fi device. So next, and then connect to Wi-Fi. So it's here and the default password is 1234567 and then connect. Now we're connected. Let's go back. So it's right here. I'm just gonna move that to the home page later on. So let's open that. Now we're connected to the Mangoal dashcam, so I'm going to drive around so that I can show you guys the recording quality on both front and back. So let's go.
And here are the camera settings. I set the collision sensitivity to medium. You can also choose loop recording duration of 1, 2, or 3 minutes. You can switch between the front and rear camera views, but it doesn't allow you to view both cameras simultaneously like picture-in-picture.
Right, so that's the complete installation of the Mangoal OEM-Style Dash Cam front and back. Again, the installation is very simple, just plug and play. The only thing that will take your time a little bit is to run the rear camera cable from here to the back. Otherwise, you know, everything is just straightforward, and you have everything, the tools, the pry tool, the Allen key, and even the 128GB micro SD card. That's a big plus. Most of the camera that you can buy, it will only come with a 16, 32 or 64GB max, but Mangoal give you 128GB. That's really good. Anyway, if you have any question or if you are interested with this camera, I will leave the link in the description below. They make different cameras for different vehicles, so you can just go visit their website and enter your vehicle information. And if you found this video useful or entertaining in some ways, at least give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.